Welcome to another episode of the Extraordinary Gentlemen. Today we are gathered together in
holy matrimony.
In the
Insert voice crack here.
You know, as the guest, your first thing is to wait for your introduction.
No, say whatever you want. Do it now.
So we got Griffin here,
Hi.
a member of the whiskey fanatic of our group.
Sweet.
So
I'm part of something.
And like usual, we got Zach
Hi, everyone.
and Griffin. Oh my God,
Griffin twice.
I'm Griffin
twice.
now. Let's
Yeah.
go, buddy.
we got our Carter.
So,
So today, what are we doing?
Well, so today was kind of a little bit of change of plans. We were going to be doing the Scotch trials.
Yeah.
But
We drank too much scotch is the problem.
that would be the third time
so
we've tried to record that video.
Who knew that drinking too much scotch would be a problem?
Who knew
Yeah.
like 24 in a row was not
Not a great idea.
plan.
with
So
with
weird.
what, 9 guys?
Yeah, with 9 people.
The recording did not pan out, so
Did not.
we're going to. This kind of happened last minute. We found some stuff today. Before us, we have the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel at 47%, and we also have
I gotta go
big
get me a
hitter.
bottle.
We have the High West Midwinters Night's Dram.
Ooh, that one's exciting.
Was
Wait,
it Act
How'd-
8, Scene
Act 8,
3?
Scene 3, yeah.
How'd we find out about that one again?
You.
Or,
Yeah. Griffin's like, oh, yeah, that was me.
Oh, that
was
Yeah.
me?
Wow.
sorry.
So humble. Such humility.
And where do you get, I mean, as an audience, think right now, where do you think we would find such a delicious dram?
Probably some.
MGM.
Oh, well.
Two
In a-
MGMs.
in a
Two
sm-
MGMs.
In a smallish
In a
town
smallish town.
Two small
in Minnesota.
Yeah. So stop searching at these big box stores for full of liquor. No. Go to your local MGM where you will find. I'm just okay. Don't do that. They never have good stuff. They really don't.
Just
I was
look
just
for
about to
limited
say like
releases.
I was just about to say like the whole like after like pharmaceutical thing where it's like use your own discretion. Please do not do this if you are
Yeah.
Viewer discretion is advised.
MGM's that weird middle ground where it's like it's not a small liquor store that you want to support them to keep them
Yeah.
around, and it's not like Total Wine where you get good prices. You just like because
they're
you're there.
You're
I don't
just there.
care.
Yeah.
Well, another thing we found there a while
Well,
ago.
let's talk
you-
about let's talk about how we found these.
Okay.
So Griffin, you were the first one to find the Midwinters.
I was.
So
yeah.
tell us a little bit about how you found your Midwinters.
I was on my way home from work, and I was in the Lake Minnetonka area. I was like, you know what? There's a couple liquor stores on the way home. I'll do a little loop and look in there to see if they have got any limited release stuff. And I went in, and I was looking. I was thinking of like Michter's Toasted Barrel,
Yeah.
and like obviously Stag. Anytime you
Always
can look for
looking
that.
for Stag.
But so I was like thinking of other things, and I saw it, and I literally was standing in the store by myself and went, oh my God. Oh, and grabbed 2 bottles and walked out the door. Well, I did pay, but then I walked out the door.
Yeah, of course.
And then immediately texted all 3 of you. I was like, guys,
I found a thing.
go to MGM.
I can't believe when you sent me that text message. It was very surprising. So needless to say, I was jealous, envious, even
Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
salty, but
Just a wee bit.
I made sure I had a second bottle just in case you
Exact-
guys
oh,
couldn't
yeah.
find
and
one.
I appreciate
So
that.
no, so that you could keep it. Like
That too.
Like I could have bought one, and you guys could have got that one, but I bought both.
But
so
I
that
bought
you,
both.
so that you couldn't.
No,
You
this
get
is it.
nothing.
Yeah, that's like I told Dylan. He called me at probably the most inopportune time for him with communication with me because I had just opened my first bottle and I was tasting it and I was like, oh, this is really good. So it was at my like peak of I don't want to let either one of these go. Because I was intending to like if you couldn't find them, I was like, yeah, it's mine. I got one. But I was like, oh, I have to covet this.
So it is at this point
This is
then,
mine now.
then after I got the Snapchat, I went to my local liquor store and I'm like, this is the only place I could think of that might have it. And I did not find it. However, I found the Elijah Craig toasted barrel, so I'm like, I got leverage on Griffin.
Yep.
There
So
we
I
go.
knew
You know,
he was looking
that's
for
another
it.
thing
I
that
was
Griffin
looking
wanted.
for it.
Yeah.
So I bought two, like Griffin, and left the building. And then I'm like, I got leverage. And I called him when I got home, and I'm like, hey, would you be thinking about trading for maybe the purchase opportunity trading agreement?
Maybe.
So Dylan, would you have offered to put cash on top of that toasted barrel for a trade?
Well, I would have probably paid him the.
The remaining.
Well, I probably would have paid him the full 100 and then let him purchase the toast barrel from me. You know, just
Oh,
kinda
sure.
like
Gotcha.
did
Okay.
that because
Yep.
the
Yep.
well, I guess we'll talk about that, but which one should we start with?
Toasted
The
barrel.
toasted
because
barrel or
I
the
want,
Midwinter?
I wanted to start with toasted barrel.
Which one has higher proof?
So
The Midwinter.
Midwinter.
So let's do the toasted
All right,
then.
And
I kind of
I just want
My-
toasted barrel because I want to go buy it and I want to know if I want it.
I am curious too. The thing, we don't have to do this. I'm just kind of curious of having a really like tiny pour of the standard small batch and then going into the toasted.
you'd rather do it before.
I think so because it's been a while since I've had it.
I kind of want to get your guys' first initial thought on it.
Okay.
Completely
Untainted.
blind,
Okay,
and then
no,
we
that's
can go
fine.
back.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have the perfect palate right now because I took a shower and brushed my teeth like an hour ago, and then I haven't eaten anything.
Nice.
It's perfectly cleansed.
Nice.
So I'm gonna drink it and be like, yeah, this. I'm getting so many flavors. Like, and I'll just say really like generic bourbon.
Can you be a little bit more monotone?
Oak and cherry, and a little bit of toastiness to this.
I just want a little bit more monotoneness from Zach. I don't know why. I think it'd be
want
interesting.
some more monotone from my voice.
You wanted to not express any.
So
Yes,
come
I
on,
want
Zach.
no expressions from Zach.
Zach, don't listen to Carter. Be yourself.
Just that once. I just
be
thought
a man.
You must be swift as a coursing river.
it's more or less just because of like
With all the
ADHD
strength
whiskey.
of a great-
Just
no,
like,
all the
I could
force
just kind of
Great channel, go watch.
yeah. Just I could just see him just being like, oh yes.
Oh, we'll have to show you that.
This is
He
so,
likes that.
so good.
I'm pretty
It's
much.
just,
Anytime I look,
it's just so quiet, and he's like monotone, but he's also got like he's so intense about it.
He really is.
That's funny.
Okay, can we drink now?
No,
All right, so
Jinkies?
so do a cork pop. Before that, I should explain. If you have listened to the wine episode, we are currently trying to get rid of a fine bottle of the Snoop Dogg.
what is it? 19 Crimes.
19
Yeah.
Crimes.
I wasn't.
It's the
here for
most vile liquid.
Yeah. So Zach, Carter, and I both have key phrases that we repeatedly say. And if we repeat any of those phrases, then personally we have to take a shot. And there is a key word that has been selected by a
Third party.
neutral third party. And I am the only one that knows about it. And if that word is said, then everyone in the room will have to take a shot of this wine.
Can I guess the word is whiskey?
apricots.
It's none of those. All right, we're going to go on the cork pop, and then we're going to pour this and start talking.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
That was kind of loud.
Yeah, honestly, I think the best cork pop I've ever had was from the Midwinter
He is pouring
nights.
that right over his headphone amplifier.
Yup. The best cork pop I've ever had was from the fresh opening of a Midwinter Night's Dram.
It honestly was.
That was the most ridiculous cork pop. It was like, boom, and I was like, boom. Oh my god, that was the loudest cork pop I've ever had.
A little bit more.
Sure.
This is a fine amount.
Thank you. Ooh, that's nice.
Ooh, it tastes
Right,
marshmallow.
it smells just like the Elijah Craig small batch.
Were you
to me.
watching Bourbon Junkies?
No,
Really?
no.
Nice.
I've showed them videos before, but no, you and I think the only ones that actively watch that.
I like them.
I don't actively watch.
I don't like the lanky guy.
I like him more.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like him either.
I do.
No, like, I don't actually dislike him. I don't.
Something
I don't
off-putting.
enjoy his presence.
I didn't. Okay, I didn't, and then I started watching them more, and like the other one will just like I still like him, and I actually connect with his personality more. But he'll be doing some stupid thing or like talking up some
the
whiskey
bigger guy?
more than he should. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because I'll do the same thing. That's why I connect with it. But like, he'll be doing that, and the other guy's like, "Nope, you're lying. You have emotional connections to this, and you need to stop." He's like,
Nope.
"No, I'm good.
No, we're
It's like,
good.
no, cut it out.
So we got here's the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, straight bourbon, so at least 4 years old, toasted. So it's finished in a toasted barrel, not charred.
Yep, gotta go
And
buy
it
this.
is also the same proofing at 40 or 94%, 94 proof at 47% alcohol.
Yep.
What was it that PewDiePie said every time? That's very nice.
That's a very nice.
Very nice.
Very, very nice.
Got a little bit of
It's got a little bit of bite to it on the end.
it was just like it tastes like a port finish kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very
Like that.
evaporative and sour at the end.
So
Yeah.
I should say that you guys have not had it, but I have. This is the second time I've had it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
This is amazing.
I guess I kind of need to have I don't think it's that much dissimilar to the Elijah Craig small batch by itself. I got to have both, but right now I just kind of feel like this is Elijah Craig small batch. I don't get a whole lot more.
Okay.
I definitely feel like there's a little bit. I feel like it's not as
Sharp
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
on the end.
It's not as sharp and it's not as
The mid palate is still very not spiky, not a bad. It lets you know it's there.
I was
but
going to
it's-
say it's a little less overpowering.
right.
It
yep.
doesn't like which I mean the Elijah Craig small batch is good. It's really good, but it doesn't it kind of like attacks your mouth with like a lot of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Where I feel like with this it's a little bit more subtle and it doesn't
I guess subtle is a good word.
It
yeah.
seems like there's more end sweetness, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because on the nose it kind of tastes or it smells more like marshmallowy, a little bit more like I don't want to say campfirey, like you know what I mean, kind of
like
like,
a charred
Like,
marshmallow.
you mean like toast?
sure.
Yes.
What do you think, Griffin?
It's good. It's nice. It's there's not much for finish on it.
Mm.
It's kind of like just a hollow, a little bit of a, I don't want to say bitter, but kind of what Zach was saying about sour.
Okay. Zach, do you have a thought on this now?
Yeah, I guess when Carter was talking about subtlety, I don't get sweetness at the end. I get sweetness right away,
Yeah.
and then it fades into
Yeah.
the end, into sour.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking.
And I don't think it's pretty good. This is good, but it's I really need to have. Do we have the small batch right there?
We do have the small batch. We
Okay.
will get yeah. I will say I do agree with Carter as far as it being subtle in comparison to the original. I wouldn't call it a subtle whiskey.
No.
But
No, I
it's-
wouldn't call it a subtle whiskey.
But I think the context that we were referring to is it's more subtle than the normal small batch at the same alcohol percent too. So I really wish I had the Woodford Reserve Double Oak right now to compare this to.
That'd be good.
Because when I was smelling it, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Woodford Reserve Double Oak.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned
and that's
mentioned it to me earlier.
really good. Like we all collectively like Woodford Reserve Double Oak. It's
I do.
really good.
I will, yeah. So I will say this: I do not enjoy this more than the Woodford Double Oak.
No.
I don't either.
I wouldn't
it-
either.
This, I keep getting that sour finish, and I'm
Yeah, and
I
when
don't know.
when I was looking for this, and the whole time watching reviews, I really thought it was going to be more comparable to the Woodford in sweetness and the caramel and vanilla is, and it's just not.
I think it's. I mean, it's. Yes, it is sweet. Yes, it is like what you would assume of a toasted barrel. But it's kind of generic. Not like
We'll
that's
compare.
what I was meaning when it was it wasn't that dissimilar to the.
I agree with that. I think we're definitely gonna be able to find a difference
Yeah.
between the two, but I do agree. I think for the most part, it is 80% the same whiskey.
And if that's what you're after, if you really liked Elijah Craig and you just want a little bit more sweetness, then yeah, this is your jam.
The
but
thing- right.
If you can find
it's well, and it's kind of expensive for what it is.
So the price was $51.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a weird price because like you can grab a double oak if
For
that's what you're going.
$5 less.
$5 less, 5 to 10
Right.
if you can, if you go to the right place, or you can spend $10 more and get a store pick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So
it, which arguably would be the better option.
Zach, I remember that you didn't like the Old Forester 1910.
I just like that.
So where does this, in comparison, sit with you compared to the 1910?
Yes, the flavor notes I got for the 1910 was those too caramely, I guess.
ooh, I bet
And
I'd
this
like
is less caramely than that, and more full bodied. So
It still has some caramel though.
yeah, it still has it, just less of it. So I guess I like this a little more than the Old Forester 1910.
But still not very high.
I wouldn't buy this, unfortunately, because as much as I really like this idea, like I really like Elijah Craig small batch for
I
the
like.
price.
I just like
'Cause we
Elijah
all
Craig
do.
in general.
Because we all do. And then I was like, oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Toasted barrel sweetness coming from that,
but it's
But it's
and
not.
it's
not
missing something.
It's
Yeah,
honestly
that's
not
too
what I
bad.
thought it was gonna be. I think I might still pick it up just to maybe have it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know if I'd seek it out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd seek it out.
And it's an accurate conclusion that we've come to.
I'm trying to find the pricing on the Old Forester 1910.
Yeah.
I think it's like 60,
$69.
55 or 60.
Why is it not a total
I
line?
mix up the 1910 and the 1920.
Did they get?
Discontinued.
Is it discontinued?
No way.
No,
It's not a total line.
Well,
that's because they don't
well,
have it in stock.
Yeah, and you might have a store selected, and it just won't show you at that store. Sorry, listeners. We're just
No, my store is Chanhassen.
yeah.
Old Forester 1910. I mean, I found $55.99.
Okay, that sounds right. So, ballpark, you can get the Old Forester. I still think out of those three, I would pick up the Woodford Double Oak all day.
Yeah.
I'm curious to have the Old Forester because I've never tried it.
And I would recommend that because I think this is what the Old Forester. That's what I was imagining. This was probably going to be tasting like.
Is the 1910 is a toasted barrel?
Yes,
It's like, isn't that like the one that's really charred?
I thought it was another kind of similar to the Woodford, like a toasted. It might not be. I forget.
I forget if it's either the 1910 or the 1920.
Well, the 1920 is the Prohibition style.
Okay.
So it's we're definitely thinking of the same one, the 1910.
So it's 1910.
I
'Cause
just
what
don't-
I've heard on a couple channels where the guys actually did their research, which I
Right.
didn't, but but they said that like they char the finishing barrels like really hard.
Okay.
Which
So it's not,
this
it's
is
not
like
toasted, but it's
yeah.
a secondary charge.
Yeah.
finishing. Oh, interesting. Because when I had it, I thought it was similar to the Woodford because it is brown. They're both Brown Forman products, so you can kind of find a similar flavor note. But that is interesting. All right. Elijah Craig regular.
Yes, please.
I was also wondering, Dylan, do you want to bring the Texas one up?
Oh, the iron
Maybe.
harbinger.
It doesn't really
No.
to this. We could just try it in private.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just interested now.
Did you have that already?
I did not.
Oh yeah. No, you gotta try that after this.
Have you had it?
Yeah.
You did?
Wait, the Texas one, the iron
Well,
root.
No, this is a different
It was
one.
different. Okay.
This is
Okay.
Garrison Brothers.
Garrison Bros.
Garrison Bros.
If yeah.
I got some. Thanks.
Yeah, I was thinking.
On the nose, I can already smell a little bit more alcohol.
This was the one that
This smells more weedy.
is it
more,
weedy?
You think it smells
more,
weedier?
The nose is real similar for
You mean
me.
Yeah.
you think it smells like maltier?
Yeah, it's more grainy.
More grainy.
You're disappointed.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
because
like, "Dang
I
it."
don't get the sourness in the finish on this one, which makes me like it better. Because just that whatever lingers at the end is just kind of what I come away with.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
And this
There
doesn't
should be a
have-
Wow.
disclaimer on this. This is the one that I picked for the $20 or less bourbon.
Yep. And we thought Wild Turkey 101 was better than this.
But separate from that, but
Well, that's because
I was gonna
Dylan kind
plug
of
it.
cheated, I
love
guess.
that.
I did not cheat. We just
No, we all decided they cheated, but you didn't.
I had a receipt. I had a receipt for
It
$19.99.
don't matter.
But this is a single barrel,
Mm-hmm.
so this might be a little off profile from the normal one. That was the only disclaimer I wanted to put in.
Yeah.
But
This doesn't taste too much different than the non. I mean, I have many.
this doesn't have the
single
weird
barrels.
mid palate spike in it.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's more even.
Just consistent.
Yeah.
I got lots of raspberry right at the beginning. Real fruity.
It is real fruity.
This
This is better. Dang it.
Yeah.
For
and I got it for
overall.
$19.99.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
What's the
what?
there?
How much is it usually? Like
25,
40,
25,
25?
26. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I see it most of
honestly,
the time for $24.99.
Yeah. Elijah Craig is actually it was the first bourbon I bought. It's just
Heaven
good.
Hill's too easy to drink.
It's too easy.
It's just weird. The difference that is there on the toasted barrel is not anything that. If you ask me what I thought the flavor notes were going to change, being finished in a toasted barrel, it added like a weird middle spike note to it, and doesn't really add too much more caramel or sweetness to it at all.
I mean, I find it interesting. I don't find it
So much
amazing, but I find it interesting.
No, it interests me, but it's not as amazing as I really wished it was. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just happy knowing that I can, like, if I found it and I was like going into a liquor store,
I was already drunk walking in, and
If I'm just-
my pennies, my pockets were full, pinched full of pennies.
and I'm just like, I need some bourbon, and they're just like, we got Elijah Craig toasted barrel, and that's it. I'm like, that'll do. So
I love that. That's the story.
Yeah.
The one bourbon
they had one bourbon left.
Store full of bourbon. That's the only thing they sell, but they only had one bourbon.
toasted barrel.
Just to, it's like thousands of bottles of toasted barrel. It's everywhere. You're
They
like,
only sell wine and
Yep.
hard ciders.
Yep, that'd be kind of fun to see a fully stocked, like what it looks like at the production facility, wherever they bottle it. You know,
That would be
just
interesting.
a whole bunch of Elijah Craig bottles.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So what?
You
So-
have a second bottle if you still want to buy it.
So
he's like, do it.
so we had Elijah Craig's. What's next?
Well, I say we go. Honestly, I say we. You want to go there?
We're going here first.
Cool.
I was gonna say we go double rye.
No,
Finish double
I
rye.
want you guys to experience this first.
Well, I've already experienced it.
Zach has not experienced this,
Let me experience it,
So-
guys.
No, you don't get to.
because I want to show you the magic before you. Because Zach said he doesn't like the double rye.
I don't.
So
I dislike.
If we let him try the double rye, he might find something to dislike in
True.
this.
Ooh.
True.
Ooh.
Not
So-
saying that it's bad.
So
Not
you're trying-
saying that
you're
there
trying
is
to
any.
trick-
Right, but
You're
I
trying to-
didn't have the rendezvous.
You're trying to trick me.
Wait a second. What?
I was off mic.
Yeah.
You guys are trying to trick me into finding a note that I love in the Midwinter Night's Dram, and then seeing the
if
same
you
note,
like-
the double
yeah.
rye, and then
Well,
say I dislike the one.
Yes,
So
exactly.
Griffin's right. This is technically not the same rye that's
Yeah.
used in his
Yeah,
double rye,
yeah.
but in my opinion, you can definitely see the direction and where it
Mm-hmm.
comes from, and it's from the same distiller for the most part. You know, there's actually 3 distilleries that make up the Midwinters.
Yeah.
Um,
Does High West have their own?
they are making their own stuff.
They are.
But they're integrating it slowly over time. So there's actually High West's own distillery, MGP, and the 1792 distillery.
I'm surprised they could even have a distillery in Utah. I mean,
Oh,
It's
right,
Utah.
yeah.
it's Utah.
There's a couple other micro ones popping up.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, it's
Some revolters against the
the way.
creed, the way.
This is the way, and they're like, no, it not.
All right, let's drink it.
But all right. So
It's very
This is
good.
Act 8, Scene 3, cork pop.
That was nice.
You make me want to
Yeah.
make funny noises, but I know I can't.
You have the option. It's available to you. You just have to be willing to take the consequences.
of disgusting Snoop Dogg wine.
Yeah. I'm curious what it tastes like. Yeah. I went back to that Toasted Barrel a tiny bit.
No.
And if it didn't have that hollow, sour finish, I would be into it. Because I do like some of the mid-body, but...
It's
It
interesting.
smells so good.
It's interesting, and then
so
it's
don't
like
taste it yet.
not
Don't taste it
what
yet.
you think it would be.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I want to explore this
It's
nose a little bit.
it's interesting.
I get a little
This
bit.
is-
I get a little bit of cocoa.
This is.
This is weird. I know this is weird. And it's not saying that this is bad. It's not. It's delicious.
So I was-
I just walked into a children's hospital room. I'm not even kidding. I just went straight back to the kids clinic, and I'm just like, whoa.
It's gonna make me a wish.
So it smells like sanitizer and diapers.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It does.
Hit the nail on the head.
I know exactly.
Actually, I do know exactly what you mean too.
And like the rubber gloves on the wall.
Yeah.
And I still like that's not, none of that's bad. I like it.
So, man. But I can just smell.
It smells like
That classic
cookie,
High
like
West
a biscuit,
rye.
a cookie biscuit kind of thing.
So this is finished in French port wine barrels.
It is
49.3%
delicious.
blend of straight rye. So there's no age statement on it, so it's got to be a blend of at least 4 years old.
It is delicious.
I saw online, it's probably around 6 years old, 6 to 9, and some of the stuff. There was one person that was claiming there was like 14-year-old stuff in that. I find that very hard to believe.
Oh my God. That is so
I worry if I got a little too hard of a sniff and it started to smell like Play-Doh, and I was like, oh,
good. You're like, oh,
back
crap.
off.
Wait a minute.
It is
Play-Doh.
It is Play-Doh.
I'm going to watch Zach when he takes that sip.
Okay. Oh boy. Now the pressure's on.
So I got worried after my first sip because I'm like, do I like this or not? I was still trying to decide that. And the second sip confirmed it. I'm like,
This is delicious. Oh.
he did the same thing I did on the first sip. I'm like, I think I like it, but
It's so silky. It coats
is.
everything so perfectly.
it is.
Um,
The color on it is amazing.
Multiple things
oh, it's a
happen at
perfect
once,
rye.
too.
It makes my tongue like tingle. It's the perfect amount of
Just
rye,
right.
just right.
It still
Yeah.
tastes
And
like
it's sweet enough.
a
and
High
it's
West
sweet.
rye.
Yeah.
But it's
Just because it's finished in those port casks and it's got like that nice like port flavor,
yeah.
but it's still nice and like you can taste the rye.
It takes everything that I dislike about High West rye and
Makes it
got
better.
rid of it.
It makes it so good.
And there's so many things happen throughout it while you're tasting it.
It's like
It's
it's a journey.
Yeah, because
There's like cinnamon, vanilla. It's, oh.
Yeah, because with a lot of like pure ryes or unmalted, you
Yeah.
get like kind of a plain grainy and rubbery note, and it in a not bad way. It'll
Right.
twist in there like the
It
rocknar.
works.
It
in
has that, but then it's riding along with all these other really nice flavors, and you're like, oh, I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah,
That's nice.
This
But it's like that's what because like when you're
Exactly. So it's got the.
I was gonna say something and then I was like,
Yeah.
he actually nailed that.
Carter's
It-
like, I need to contribute to this conversation somehow.
but I can't. But it was perfectly worded.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the one, I guess I don't have anything really to complain about, but I'm just gonna start thinking of things to complain about. I think it starts strong and finishes too weak as to how strong it started, because it's strong in the beginning, strong in the middle, and then for me, I guess it does fall off.
I feel like
towards
that's the
end.
perfect way for most whiskeys to go, though.
Yeah,
Is
got
it
good-
strong
well,
up front?
Well, because of that, it's got great flavor.
Right, but it's nothing that lingers in a bad way. Like
Yeah.
it's not an alcohol.
No,
like
it's
some,
not. It's not
like a Jim Beam repeal batch or something lingers with that alcohol note.
No,
It's kind of a
And it's just
weird.
like that's not good.
This lingers like a tobacco, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of
Does
tarry,
it?
like tarry. You
What?
know? Yeah, I get like very. My mouth feels very
Oh, I get tobacco.
tar.
I guess I could see where
Like
you
there's a
get.
coating.
I guess I could see where you get like a tobacco or like a tar.
No, like it's burnt. Sorry, I swallowed too much.
See, it's burnt.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to like play it.
I like it.
I just
It was amazing.
no, it's really
This
this is
is-
super
this is
super
tasty.
good.
This
This is rich.
Griffin and I were talking about this before, but I think this might be. This is definitely a contender. It may be my favorite for this year so far.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be at least one of my favorites.
Yeah. I think if you're someone that smokes cigars, this is the perfect cigar pairing.
I mean,
I don't smoke cigars, by the way.
Well, none of us smoke, but
but like MSR on this, 99.
Yeah.
This might be the best price.
best.
The best.
The best.
it's the best.
And that was the word.
I get to sleep in a bed all by myself for the rest of my life. It's fantastic. It's the best.
But like, we talk about how much we like that Jim Beam Distillers Edition.
Yep.
That's another $99 on top of that. I think this is better.
It's better than the
Right.
Jim Beam.
And it's different. It's rye. Yeah, it's a rye. But for the money, this is a good hitter. And that's why I bought two. And the story is when I found the Toasted Barrel, I couldn't find the Midwinters. The next day during lunch, Carter and I went to an MGM, and they had three, and I bought two, and he bought one.
I was pretty hyped.
That's a good purchase.
That's a good purchase, right?
It's really good. And I'm worried that this can be drunk too easily, too fast.
Oh, it could.
That is my worry.
Oh,
it's also
it's
my
amazing.
worry with the other
Yeah. Because even if you like
whiskey I brought.
swap between like two whiskeys, or if you, like every other night, you drank a different whiskey, but every 2 times you did that, you went back to this. This would be gone within the month.
Oh yeah.
You know?
That's why I poured a little bit more on that Toasted Barrel.
Yeah.
Or than I did on the Toasted Barrel.
Because
This is just amazing.
this is really good. I thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's why it's got the high price tag. That's what keeps you from drinking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is
okay,
that
understand
is
the rarity.
that is
And
my
the rarity,
reason for
but-
not drinking it. That's also my reason
Yeah.
why I'm not drinking the other whiskey I brought, because it's like
But you can always get that one. Like, not the exact same one,
it
obviously.
might not always be the same. Well, I don't know. I mean,
No, it's
I
a
get-
single barrel.
no,
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 we're
no,
talking
no.
about
I'm
cake.
talking about cake.
Oh, sorry. That'll be in the next episode.
I'm just saying, like,
Stay tuned.
that is a limited release, and I mean, I'm assuming it might be around for a little bit, but I definitely would, like, when it's gone, spend another $100 and
Yeah.
buy it again because it's
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah, if this was a mainstay, like if it was always on the shelf, I'd always have one.
Oh yeah, it's just that good.
I
It's
agree.
just amazing. So
So can we defile our taste buds now with the double rye?
yeah, let's go down
Okay.
the double rye.
Okay, so we're going top, then the valley,
Way bottom.
and then
A little
slightly
drop, a
higher.
little
hill.
drop.
Well, another not
Exact-
quite
like
as high. but high.
the ridge across from the other side.
Yeah.
That's like 10 feet lower.
Yeah, we were
So-
on Everest, and now we're in the valley, and then we're on like that mountain right
the
next
second
to Everest.
highest mountain.
Well,
that
it's not even.
nobody
It's the
knows.
same range, and it
Yeah.
is a pretty tall mountain, but it's just not tall enough.
not tall enough.
And nobody knows the name for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a little afraid that I'm gonna like the special.
Yeah.
That's
one's
yours, yeah.
The special double rye better.
I don't think we will like it as much.
I'm
Then
scared.
the double rye, then
I'm scared because I almost bought it. And I
Midwinter
didn't.
Night's Dram. You think you're gonna
Yeah.
like that more?
I don't
so.
think I will.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
just saying I'm
You're
afraid I will.
That you missed out.
Because there was 2 left. I went back the next day and
Well,
they
so
didn't-
that's gone, right? Like that's done.
It is gone. We'll talk about it when we get to that one. But need some water because I drink the Midwinters
Griffin,
a
you
little
want
bit
this?
faster.
Yeah, he does.
Wow, that's
just a wee bit.
that is rye.
Is there anything on this bottle you could tell us about as far as age? There might be something on the back.
Can I have water too?
That definitely has a much more pronounced rye nose than
And that's why I wanted to do the Midwinters first.
makes sense.
Because I didn't want to ruin anything.
I don't know if this is a typo, but it's a letter. The whole back label.
Ooh,
it's a letter.
Spiky.
It's
And-
spike. It's
And
hot.
It's his conclusion. His signature is yippee yi yay instead of yippee ki yay.
We should try.
I'm sure it's a real
yippee-ki-yay at
phrase,
some
but I've
point.
just never heard yippee yi yay.
Well, maybe it's a typo, and that's actually
that's kind of
worth.
what I was thinking.
That's worth like $1,000 just a bottle.
So I had a conversation with Alex about the double rye at some point. Like we talked about last with the Midwinters, they're starting to incorporate their own distill product into the barrels or the bottles. So this one I guess a couple years ago, there was like, I think I'm wrong on the year, but the supply was a lot older because of that, and it's a little bit more collectible. But you can find it out because of the code they have on the front. It tells you what year it's from.
I was just gonna say, yeah, you can figure out by the batch number if you look it up. It seems like it will tell you which
Well, I think the
ryes
first.
are in it.
Oh, okay.
But he says for proportion. So for proportion reasons, he can't tell you how much of the two are in it,
Right.
but he can tell you which two are in it.
Okay.
And it's always minimum of 2 years, and one is always a significantly older than the other one.
Does it say straight on the bottle? Straight rye,
Yeah,
like on the front.
I don't think so. It doesn't say on the back, and it does say straight rye on the front.
So it has. If it doesn't say 2 years or 1 year or something, I guess did you just read that off?
Yeah.
That it's 2 years.
Yes, both of the so there's 2 ryes in it, and both of them are
bad.
minimum.
Okay, so
a
that
minimum
is
of
an
2.
age statement.
Yeah,
So it's
You've
2
ever
years
had
old.
fish?
Okay.
at least.
Yeah.
You've had a fish?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You know
'Cause
when you
if
feed your
you-
fish and you smell the flakes?
Yeah.
Smell that. The can of fish flakes.
Oh my god.
Ugh,
Oh my god, that's
so
amazing.
gross in comparison. I just drank the double rye.
I honestly don't.
This
think
is a
it's,
different rye.
I don't think
Makes
it's
me-
terrible.
It makes me sad.
I mean, it's not good.
I just
mean,
hate
it's not-
the
I mean-
nose on it is not.
I might.
I'm
I'd buy it.
not gonna lie.
I don't-
I got nothing wrong with this rye.
I don't
No,
either.
It's good.
I
It's
actually
fine. It's a
enjoy this
rye.
more than I thought, but the nose, I do remember just testing it. And
The
I
nose-
don't like the nose on it.
The nose
like
is
it. It's
extremely
weird.
off-putting.
Yeah.
I like the nose because it's weird.
This tastes creamy. I don't like it.
I think.
I
That's,
love how different your and I's
Yeah.
opinions
I think that's.
are.
I think that's
You're
what
like-
makes it good.
Like I feel like I'm gonna like 1910
That's a lot of the
because
time.
you're like it's too caramely
Yeah.
and this you're like it's too
No,
creamy
yeah.
and I'm like oh
Was
I
that-
like caramel and cream, let's go.
We don't have record of this, but the Ardbeg drums you did not like.
No, I did not.
And-
Yeah.
That one we did agree on. I wasn't.
Oh, you didn't
super
like
into
that one?
drum.
Oh,
I
thought
didn't.
that was
I didn't
great.
dislike it. It's just I compare all the Ardbegs to Ugadal because that's my favorite,
Okay.
and so I still like Ugadal better.
No. Pour this out. I'm pouring this out. Sorry, I'm not just trying to say no to Griffin because I like Ugadal really a
No.
lot too.
you
good.
are wrong.
Can you pour mine out, and then we'll. Can you grab there's a bottle in the closet. Yippee-ki-yay. There's one that's unopened and one that's opened. Yes.
So open the unopened one.
Oh, you son of a. I would end you.
I don't want any that I can resell.
I'm not
open
saying I'm a
both.
huge fan of this one, but technically it's discontinued, so
How much was the Yippee
$60, but I've seen it as much as $110.
Really? Oh, okay.
Artificially pour cork pop here because I already opened it.
It's not the same.
Ooh.
It was pretty similar.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't do the Elijah Craig regular batch because I thought we.
Oh yeah.
Not to distract because
Thank you
we're
very
going
much.
forward, but to go back to something a while ago, the cork pop on the Midwinters.
It was a bomb.
It
Yeah.
was fantastic.
it's
And,
bomb.
like it's one of those. Those are the best cork pops because obviously you want.
This
that
has the
good-
rye smell that the Midwinters did.
Ooh, I like that. But you want that pop of the cork, the sound obviously. But when it concusses
Yeah.
in the bottle and you
Oh,
can
yeah.
feel it, you're like, oh yeah, that was nice.
Nice
When it's, like,
wet.
Foop.
So this
You're
is
right.
Wet.
Wet.
I don't know which rye this is, but it's finished in the vermouth one. So this is the key. So it's a finished
This is finished in
in vermouth.
Oh wow, I could smell the vermouth.
But the rye,
Holy
if you dig through the
buckets.
vermouth,
Weird.
the rye note smells
That's
like it
interesting.
might be the same base rye that's in Midwinters.
It smells very similar.
This just makes me want like olives because I always
does.
have olives
Ooh,
with
martini.
martinis.
Oh.
See, I've had like 3 martinis.
I'm not a big fan of martinis.
Do you only do gin? Or
Well,
do you do
no.
vodka martinis?
One
I think
was
the
in,
best. I think the best is a combo.
I'm not gonna go there.
Well-
Have you ever heard the way that Winston Churchill made his
Wasn't it just straight
martinis?
vodka?
He'd pour, like the amount of vodka in it, put the olives in, and then he'd look in the direction of the vermouth and like shake his head at it, and then And that's his vodka martini.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I recognize
It's
you
probably-
as
it's probably chilled, too.
something.
That is.
All right, I'm gonna taste this thing.
It's good. It's got more
It's
than
pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I gotta say, I
got a
can't.
little-
I fail to get past the vermouth.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do
really?
too.
I can't get past it.
That's funny.
I
Because
could
like on some
Yeah.
some will be finished in like port, whatever, sherry, and you're like, oh, I can't even pick that up. But then
Yeah.
others you're like, whoa, man,
yeah.
can't even dig through this.
I think it's that
too
vermouth
much.
is just such a strong flavor. It's just such a strong.
I love this. Is really
like-
this is a nice oiliness texture.
Yeah. It's got like the same thickness to it.
Yeah, but
Nice and viscous.
I think it's a little. Maybe it's because we just went from a high proof or two high kind of higher proofs to this, and
What's
I
the-
didn't check the proofing.
It's probably
Well, this is-
46.
This is good. It's kind of a obviously it's not Midwinter's Night's Dram, but
No.
it's like a hollow version of it.
Exactly.
Because like I was saying with like
it's like
the
75%
rye notes that
to
you're riding
80% the
through.
same.
Yeah, the rye notes you're riding with. There's also like all those rich and deep
Yeah.
like molassesy cherry notes.
That's you're right.
This doesn't have those as much.
But the rye,
but it's the same core of rye.
yeah, both the rye in the Midwinters and the Yippee are both just strong, good flavored ryes. Mm-hmm. And the difference in them is just the finishing.
Yep.
And
Yeah, this is 46%.
Yeah.
so 3 points higher, less than the Midwinters.
Well, it's pretty good. I'm actually not disappointed that I didn't get a bottle of this.
Yeah.
I think it's missing. Well, comparing the midwinter nights to this is missing a strong start, but it's very smooth and silky, and it's a little, I guess, weak in comparison. Yeah, but
I'd
this
agree with
this
that.
is really tasty and
It is tasty.
it's a nice rye.
Am I
straight
happy
rye.
I got two? One.
This is
Yeah.
pretty good.
At some point when I stopped seeing them on the shelves and they're gone, then it's gonna be good. But
Have you
how do
seen?
you guys
Yeah.
always finish before me?
I didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, we'll have a conversation in the meantime.
It is vermouth. That's weird.
It is-
It's good, but it's.
I didn't know what
this
to
is-
expect
This
with
is
it.
weird.
it is
Yeah.
weird because like I am not a big vermouth fan,
I like
Absolutely.
vermouth.
Yeah.
and I just like because I know people that will drink like vermouth straight up, like sweet vermouth,
Ooh,
and I'm just
that's
like
a little weird, I guess.
that
to
is
me.
a little weird. But like I guess like I understand because it's just a sweet wine. That's really all it is.
I wonder. So the difference between sweet vermouth and dry vermouth, I don't.
We looked this up one time.
Right, but did that bottle specify what kind of vermouth it was?
I'll read it again. It's right on the back label.
I honestly think it was sweet vermouth because it's.
I would assume so, but
I don't think it would be dry vermouth because I think it would add such a weird flavor to it that it wouldn't be.
I feel like I feel like whenever somebody thinks vermouth, though, they always think of this dry vermouth.
Really, I think of sweet vermouth.
That's what I think of as dry vermouth.
Oh, I think of sweet vermouth.
I only recently came into the sweet vermouth using that and started
Manhattans
to
and
use
stuff.
Manhattans, somewhat recently. But yeah, no, I was a little worried when I found this, but
I didn't even. I mean, and I didn't even know that it was finished in vermouth casks until you said something, and I was like, "Really? It's finished?" And I was kind of hesitant because I was like, "Vermouth casks. I'm really not a big vermouth fan, but it's better than I expected
well, and
it to be."
even though we probably bought these 3 months ago, or you went to the store with me 3 months ago,
Yeah.
probably, and I bought these. I mean, they still,
about that.
They still probably got a few bottles left, but
Yeah, so I read the back label real quick and the front. Say no distinction of sweet or dry or white. And then it also says, also what I guess this is I didn't know, what is Syrah? Syrah.
I've heard of that.
Syrah?
That's what this is finished in, as well as vermouth. It's both vermouth and
Wait,
Syrah.
Is Syrah a dessert wine?
No.
But anyway, and then also it said
It could
this.
be a dessert
That's
wine.
it.
I think it's a
That's
dessert
it.
wine.
Yeah, it's a
because
dessert wine.
because it could be like
Yeah, it's a
they're trying to
grape.
meld the two like
Oh no, it's a grape variety.
Uh,
That's what it was. I knew it was
Okay.
wine. I didn't know if it was a specific type of dessert wine or a grape.
Funny, I had just listened to a podcast lately, and they were trying a wine, and
Different varietals and
it was that type of grape.
Syrah.
Syrah.
or Syrah,
good.
whatever.
And the only reason I remember that is because they were joking, like, it sounds like sriracha, but they just forgot to
yeah,
type on the rest of the
Yeah.
lettering.
and the suffix.
Yeah.
And then another thing that it doesn't have a batch number on it, but it says it's the same as the double rye. That is the High West double rye, just finished.
Really?
Really?
That's it.
That doesn't even,
That's what it says.
That's
I'll
weird.
give you the bottle.
because this
But-
compared to the Midwinters seems like the same rye.
It seems like the same rye, but
It
maybe
must-
it's that.
funny.
Maybe it's the.
I gotta look up the stuff on the Midwinters again, I guess.
Maybe it's the. Why can't I think right now? It's the.
Alcohol.
It's alcohol.
Zach's putting words in.
Furthermore, we didn't distill the whiskeys in this bottle. It's our double rye sourced whiskey.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty
yeah.
cool.
No, I no complaints about this.
So, are you good?
No. I'm
Zach,
done.
what do you think about it? Do you
Yeah,
like it?
coming-
You
coming
don't
from
like
not-
double rye.
not enjoying the
I like
double
it because
rye.
it has vermouth and it smells like vermouth because I like vermouth. But I've drank too many martinis to think this is anything else than
Some
making me
weird
want a
martini.
martini instead.
Really? So
Yeah.
even like drinking it and having the
It just
flavors
makes me
and
want something
stuff.
else.
Really?
But
Okay.
I think we should,
objectively flavors, I think it's a little too mellow.
we should get
I think it's not
Zach
strong enough.
some more yippee
And I think the
and
rye
put a couple of garlic
aspect
stuffed
is
olives in
not
it.
spicy enough.
Yeah. That's
All right,
that's the tough thing about like starting to hang out with you guys and stuff. Because I've always liked whiskey.
Yep.
But like my start with whiskey was with hanging out with my grandpa,
Okay.
and like single malts and stuff. But he is he's wine oriented and he's smooth oriented. So he would like water down his whiskey
True.
to get more flavors out
True.
of it.
Right.
And so then I started like having barrel proof stuff with you guys.
You're just like,
and I'm like, wow. Now that I've gotten used to it a little more, I'm like, shoot. Now I know this other stuff doesn't have as much flavor. I'm always looking for more.
Yeah, and it's kind of a blessing and a curse. And
Yeah.
Kind of.
but all right, well, we should get into trying this special
So
release.
this is basically then if the
want this
Ripicaille is just double rye finished
much.
in vermouth and Syrah, then this is similar because this is just double rye finished
in rum
dark
casks.
rum, right?
Yeah, so
Oh, dang. But I dig
double rye.
I do love rum. If you want a good rum, I got a rum for you.
Have you had pirate rum?
You sound like Stefan from Saturday Night Live. You can't tell, but Carter's doing the hands in front of the mouth thing right now.
Sorry.
Oh my god! So
hottest
if you,
club
this club is so amazing.
So we got to talk about the bottle on this first of all.
Yep.
It's
It is-
so pretty.
it's
It's
very pretty.
It's
amazing.
like a chameleon.
Yeah,
weird
they
looking
they did a
thing.
really good job on this label and the bottle, and it's just all
It's a
amazing.
blacked out label from the regular white. But so this is 51.3%. So we've jumped 5%, right? Because 46.
46, yeah. I thought we had the double rye
So
last.
the oh man, it's just yep. So it actually this is a side sticker. It says limited release. Barrel number is 1245 or 15. Finishing time it says is 2 years and 3 months.
Oh, that's got to be good then.
2 years.
That
Doesn't seem right, does it?
2
that's
years finished in
enough
a
time to have a
rum
good
cask.
impact.
It says finish time, but that does not seem right.
No, I believe it.
I would believe it.
But that's I totally believe it because like you think of the double rye, like that's a base. It's
Right.
not
But
like
usually it's
Zach
like
doesn't
6
like
months
it.
or so.
We all think it's like it's good. It's
Uh-huh.
fine, but like
And it completely
this
changes
isn't
in the other
this
ones.
isn't like it's not like it's going from a 6-year rye or something that's
Right.
got a base in it
right.
to adding more to that. It's just this is kind of it's just nothing. It's something.
So
But mixing up words here, and then
it's more of an-
extra aging.
It's more of an
With that.
additive than it is
Yeah,
something that will.
yeah.
That-
I figured it out.
Yeah.
What I mean is, rather than being something that's already been like aged and established,
Right.
This is a base that is then
built upon.
matured
Yep.
in something else, rather than like you think of finishing as like a couple months.
Well, we're gonna see what the rum does for 2 years.
We
Yeah.
are.
So
I'm excited.
Cork pop
And scared.
Yeah. Cork pop.
Ooh,
I think High West just has the best corks.
They're big.
They're pretty good.
but not as big as big. Wow,
Big.
not as pen.
They are not as big in pen.
Not as big as the old granddad.
That
I
old
think
granddad cork is
that's a big
massive. That is a thick.
That one. Okay, it's a lot more ethanol than those.
I do like how well the
Nice still.
he's like, oh crap.
What'd you spill it on?
Oh shoot.
Oh, man, not
Bro,
the
that's
fake
our
wood.
new table.
That's our new coffee fake wood table.
I
All right, on the nose.
Yes.
I
It
can
doesn't smell too much different.
No,
It smells
I was
a
gonna
little
say that.
sweeter.
Doesn't- A little, but
Or is it psychosomatic?
no, it smells like it just smells more fruity
It smells fruitier.
than the
like
regular
this.
double rye.
It smells pineapple-y.
This is different.
It's different, but I can't tell why.
Yeah, pineapple.
Or
Nice.
like what
Yeah,
way.
That's totally what I get.
Is it pine?
I'm
I can't
Whoa.
pick up the pine.
It's like a spiced rum.
excited about this because this is the. Okay, Dylan's thinking about something here.
No, I'm not speaking. I'm just.
Okay, so for me, the Midwinters, it's like rich and dark and complex,
Yeah.
and everything happens throughout the experience, and so you're like, okay, this is what's
and
going on.
it's all unified in
Yeah.
one piece.
And the double rye is just kind of like rye and done. This is like a middle ground where it's complex, but everything hits at once.
True.
And then goes away. So you're like, wait, okay, what was there?
Not as dark as I would assume for a finishing time. Being,
Yeah.
2
In the
years
midwinter,
plus.
the midwinter nights is way darker.
Oh, yeah.
It is a port, but still, I mean, like this compared to the even. I mean, the regular rye, it's more similar to in color.
What does Zach think about it?
So here's the deal. I don't like rum. I don't like drinking. I don't like sipping rum.
Everything
Zach's
he
like-
doesn't
yeah.
like.
Zach's like, I don't like double rye and I don't like rum and I don't like
Here's the
this.
problem. Yeah, so
is
I
the
don't like.
black hole
I've
of
had
my-
there's the depths of rum of Bacardi. I don't like
Oh,
that.
that's... ooh.
Right.
Well,
And then
Bacardi
there's-
is just trash.
That's
And then-
left field.
And then I was gonna say, and then there's what was this, the sipping rum you gave me at Edwards, Carter?
Ranzacuppa?
Ranzacuppa. I didn't like that either.
No.
So
Although we do have this too.
don't waste it on me. I don't like rum. I'm not.
I
I'm not Captain Jack Sparrow.
I like the complexities of rum.
I like...
I like that it's sweet.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. I like the complexities of scotch. I like that rum is sweet. Delicious.
Okay, maybe that's more where I
Because
am.
I love
but-
sugar and caramel and cream, and
It's really good.
like if I drink rum, I'm like, this is tasty.
I feel like I could finish off a good, drink some Kraken, nice spice rum.
Yeah.
That sounds just real good. Even though it's not really a sipping rum.
You should try Pyrat. Pyrat's good.
Okay.
So I was gonna say the rum sweetness. I feel like this deletes a lot of the straight rye flavor from just the regular double rye, and makes
Wouldn't that
it-
be a good thing for you?
for me? Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
like this better than the double rye, but I can't appreciate this as much as a whiskey. But if I'm just drinking liquor, and I wanted something kind of rum oriented,
This is it.
I'm gonna pick this over any other rum.
So I'm going to be honest. I think I like this less than the UPKA.
Yeah.
Really?
I
It doesn't
kind of agree with it.
come across as like a as sweet as a rum should be.
I think, yeah, it's not as sweet as rum should be, but it also contains. So when I drink rum, I get this really throatal feeling.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know if you noticed it, but I feel like my voice just got deeper when I started drinking this, and I didn't mean to do that.
Your voice is always
It's
suave
because
to
my
me.
throat kind of hurts because after this
He's
one,
allergic to molasses.
yeah, after this one,
Oh, except
And-
rum isn't made from molasses.
Can be.
Can be.
No, they add molasses to
There's-
a lot of rums.
There's no legal definition of how it needs to be made.
but that's why you have to look for the specific ones from like
Made with cane
proper
sugar.
islands made purely from cane sugar
Yeah.
and stuff.
Because they will turn
Aged,
it.
aged cane sugar rums.
I think that's the one that I have.
Does it say that?
I'd have to check,
Okay.
but
Well,
it's pretty freaking.
See, that's
bomb.
interesting to me because like for me, I do get the sweetness of rum on this, and it just adds that into the rye, and I like it.
You guys get any ginger on that?
You know, actually, I was just gonna say, I do.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it tastes of ginger after that last sip.
like it was something that Griffin said, and I know it had nothing to do with ginger, but I was like, I taste ginger, and then I was like, this is weird.
I could totally see where you're coming from on that.
Ginger.
I think the problem is when I'm thinking of rum finish, automatically my mind goes to Angel's Envy cask or
Sure,
Angel's Envy
yeah.
rye rum finish.
Oh, I totally.
That would have actually been a good comparison, but
We'll do it again.
I mean,
again.
that this does not. It's not the same sweetness, obviously, and that's also 50%
Just do it.
ABV. But
We
I
can go
know.
in depth on that.
so
As the future, we decided as a podcast that maybe marathoning whiskeys
after the next episode,
the next episode,
Yeah.
that is not an
The
excellent idea.
best idea.
So we're gonna try going more in depth.
I would like to go more in depth because I want to.
See,
I want to expand my palate.
I will say this. This has all been part of my plan from the very beginning to
Yeah.
just expose you guys to as much whiskey the fastest way as possible.
You want to expose yourself to us? No.
Please
Is that what I
don't.
said? No, expose you guys
I suppose us.
Oh
to
well, I don't want
to
to
the
be
whiskey,
exposed.
so you guys can have as many reference points as soon as possible.
Possible. All right.
Which is not a good
and then
way
we
to do
can
it.
and then we can dive deep.
Exactly.
And we can buy
Which
some.
I-
Then we can buy some real collectors things.
Which I do
That's
actually.
great for experience, not good for content.
No, no, it's not.
Content
But
takes
I
a
appreciate you being committed to the long game.
content
Well,
takes
yeah,
a big hit when we're like 24 whiskeys in and we're just like, yeah,
Well,
it tastes like
And
whiskey.
and it makes
Yeah.
sense why next week's Scotch Trials will be the third recording.
Yeah.
Tastes like smoke. Tastes like,
smoke,
peat. Tastes like
bonfire.
salt.
Uh-oh.
The trigger word has been said.
Shoot. Smoke?
Pete.
Peat.
It's Pete.
It's
Oh,
peat.
God. You suck, Carter.
I need
Let's
another
get
one.
it.
Honestly, I'm excited. I haven't had this horrible
no
wine.
offense, but
and I'm
so was that
curious.
just for this episode or in general?
I would say recording session.
Recording session. Okay. Because that's a horrible
I'm
word.
not gonna tell you what word he was though, because
Okay.
I didn't exactly.
You didn't tell us. You didn't tell us
But I didn't exactly say when.
when he
He
said,
said
when it was said. Except
He just said. He
except
just
for
said.
you
Oh,
jumped on
yeah,
it
it's
pretty
been
fast.
said.
I did not. Maybe you said it.
Yeah. Oh no.
So it wasn't Pete?
It was Pete.
I cannot say
It's
it.
definitely Pete.
I cannot
Come
say
on.
it.
It was Pete.
Anyway.
He'll tell us after the episode's
Anyway, just
over.
imagine if we were doing scotch.
more episode after this.
Yeah,
Ah,
imagine if we were
shoot.
doing scotch right now.
I'm
Can you
pretty,
give me that water?
Man, that's so
Cleanse it.
peaty.
I am pretty freaking sure that.
So this is a great way to end it. Griffin's gonna pour us some shots of.
I love that we're doing shots of wine, which is the most
Well, I did.
uncultured thing ever.
I didn't want to ruin the Glencairns.
That's,
That is so much.
it's a shot. It's an.
That is.
Yeah, that's. Jeez, holy crap.
That is
dude.
so much.
That's like a.
Sorry. Apparently, I was taught to do shots differently than you.
No, you're good. You're good.
We got to be able to pick the glass up.
Okay, we
No,
gotta-
you're good.
So I think for carpet cleaning
We have to drink this
reasons,
from the
we
table.
gotta drink it from the table
Yeah.
because this cannot go on the carpet.
No.
This will. No, I mean
So-
you're supposed to do a full shot. I understand
So
that.
please
No,
listen
don't-
to the silence and us.
Griffin, no, don't.
There's a towel in the bathroom. Just grab
a hand
towel. All right, hang on.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited about this.
No drinking until
I'm not.
everyone's back.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited.
Well, you come from like your grandpa.
Oh yeah, I've had.
Like you've had like
I am
$1,000
spoiled.
wines.
I have had very good wines, and I'm still legitimately excited about this.
This is a very
because
good one.
I've made jokes about smelling wine and being like, "Oh, I just smell grape juice." Haha, Welch's. It's
How much-
funny, guys.
how much did this take
I
out of that
legitimately smell Welch.
We still got.
and I love.
We
grape
still got
juice.
like a quarter, like
All right, so-
little, like
yeah.
Zach, sorry.
I don't know if this. I don't think this is gonna be a regular thing. We just need to get rid of this bottle first.
Yeah, let's get.
like the concept. Just randomly have a crappy wine.
I need.
Okay, we're all away from our mics for a bit.
I got an idea. I'm gonna drink mine. Put it on your little plate.
Okay, it's a cool. This is an elegant shot. It's got a tray. Oh, Zach did it!
Salute. You did it as a shot.
Yeah, you said shot.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we gotta shoot it.
I think we should do it one at a time because this makes it more interesting.
I'm not gonna lie. I did mine as Zach was doing his.
Yeah.
Nothing.
This is wine.
All right.
Like
this
there's nothing
isn't
happening.
wine.
We had wines, and this just tastes bad.
Oh no, this is not a good one.
Okay.
Stop it. This is bad.
Carter's doing it.
This makes me hurt. Oh man, just looking at him. Hey, well, he's done it just fine.
Whatever. It's wine.
Is it because we were going from whiskey and none of the real flavors are hitting our tongues?
I think
Yeah.
you're a lot more sensitive to taste than I am. Like
It's all right. Here's mine.
That's
don't know.
it's still bad, but it's
That's worse than grape juice. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just
it is.
it honestly tastes like grape juice with vermouth in it.
no, it does not.
Yes, it does.
No.
Yes,
What?
it does.
That's over. It's done.
I think we also we had a cast strength. We had a cast strength bourbon before Zach got
We
here.
did have the ocean.
And so our tongues are a little numbed.
True.
And Zach's like, Zach's getting the full experience.
Well, that
He's
was
just getting wrecked.
That was an excellent way, I think, to end this episode.
Yeah, thank you everyone for listening.
Pete.
Oh, you
It's not
suck.
that big a deal.
No.
Pete.
See you next time.